Hello, good morning, viewers. Arsenal, yeah, let's talk about them. You know, we've been playing some very beautiful football since January, since the beginning of the year. Some spectacular football. And what I can comfortably say is that we've been playing the best football in England since the start of January, since the start of the new year. And if Arsenal should keep on winning, if they should win all the remainder of their games, they will win the league. I do see it. What's gonna make it even more interesting is that you see if Manchester City, the game that City and Liverpool is gonna play this weekend, if it should come off with a tie, Arsenal win all the remainder of their games, Arsenal is going to win the league. And a lot of people is saying that Arsenal is going to City, Arsenal is going to Manchester United. Now is the time for Arsenal to go to Manchester City. They have the capability to beat Manchester City at their home. As great as a team Manchester City is, with the momentum, with the spirit, with the chemistry, with how we playing right now, Arsenal can go to Manchester City and beat them comfortably at their home. I can see a 3-1 victory for Arsenal at Manchester City. I can see a 2-1 victory. I can see at least even a 1-0 victory. Arsenal is on fire right now. You understand that nothing is going to stop us. We are on the form of our life. We're making history right now. Arsenal can do it. And you know what make them can even do it? I mean, a lot of the headline is off of them. It's not like last season, I mean, they had all the attention. They were in first place for such a long time, and like the pressure was on until right at the end. They kind of, I don't want to say let go, but the pressure was on them, and they kind of crumble a little bit. They were almost there, but it was just a little bit wasn't good enough. And I can see a world where Arsenal go to Manchester City and win if they keep on playing the way they playing at the moment. The game last week with Arsenal Porto, it's kind of a shocker, but at the end of the day, you all have to look at it's the Champions League. And an away game is always a difficult game. It's always a difficult game because in the Champions League, going away, like 95% of the arena, of the stadium is gonna be of the home support. You understand? When you also factor in that the home team, they know the pitch to the T. So that's another great advantage. And when you have all the supporters just screaming, in support of the home team, that can give you a big boost, So even though they lose, it's not really a big thing to worry about. Coming at home, Arsenal gonna play Porto at home. This is the Champions League, people. So this is not as easily predictable, but I can see Arsenal winning. I can say I don't want to make any prediction. I just wanna, see that game. Hopefully, it's a beautiful game. Manchester City, how they are playing right now, I don't think they are playing the most beautiful football. They are still a destructive team. You can't take your eyes off of them, but I don't think that they're at their best at the moment. And if there's any given time for Arsenal to beat them, when you bear in mind that how we're playing, the form that we are in, I just think that now is the right time to play Manchester City away. Liverpool now. Liverpool, they've been playing some very good football, but you can say a lot of their wins this season has been some clutch win where it come on to to the decipher, where it come on to the very end. I think Liverpool win around 7 games thus far since the start of the football season in the Premier League alone, where they come on to win at the very end. Arsenal was doing that a lot last season when they when they were suffering from a lot of injuries and there was a lot of nail biter in the game. When they come on to when they end up winning the game in like the last minute, 2 minutes. I didn't even remember a game last season where they win the game in just a couple seconds remaining. And Liverpool, trust me, as good as they are, as good as they're playing, I see them slipping up. You know, a lot of games they've been playing since I know that they've been struggling with injuries, but even without the injuries, they've been like, winning the game by like a slight margin. I know that football, it just take 1 goal to win, 1 slip up to win, but a lot of games they win this season, it was like a little bit edgy, nail biting for the fans, sweating bullets and stuff like that. So for me, I do think that a lot of people is thinking that it's Liverpool City. It's gonna be Liverpool City title this year, but I believe it's either City or Arsenal title this year again. I would love to see Arsenal win the Premier League this season. I would just love to see that. To what Arteta, Arsenal have been coming a long way since Arsene Wenger left, and Pep has transformed the Premier League. He just made a monstrous team right now, not just in England, but you put Manchester City anywhere in Europe, I think they're gonna dominate. I think you could see them winning the league almost every time. So City is not a place, is not a league that you want to be in with, because to how destructive they are and to what Arteta and Klopp is doing, it's very, you have to really like think about it, because that's not an easy task. To put a manager in England right now and say, okay, I want you to win the league. He doesn't care how much money they have. You put a great manager into Manchester United right now and say, listen, I want you to win this league. As long as Pep is there, trust me, it's not going to be an easy team. It's not going to be an easy league to win. Yes, but Arsenal now, let's not go off topic. Arsenal, the squad they have right now, wonderful. The players coming back, that's a plus. So what a time for everybody to be coming back, at the end of the season. It's not like last season, we had like a few injuries in the beginning, but at the end we started suffering from more injuries. Saliba, he was out for like 4 weeks at the end of the season. Not even 4 weeks, probably a little bit more than 4. I think he was out for like 6 to 8 weeks last season, and I think that was one of the things that cost us the league last year. Saliba out, but this year so far it has not been the best for Arsenal when it comes on to injury. But Arteta has coped. He has coped very well, handling the situation. Even Klopp too, he's been, what he's been doing with, around 7 to 8 of his most important players out. He's done a great job, and hats off to him. Wow, Arsenal, man. Wow. They've been playing since the beginning of the year, since January. I just want to watch every second of Arsenal football. I mean, I remember back in the days when I was in high school, a Barcelona game couldn't miss me. That's how beautiful Barcelona game was. It was very entertaining, you know. Give you goosebumps, give you chills. The way how, you know, the team overall. Messi was a great player, and just watching him alone, it was just amazing. But just watching the entire team play, that was, you know, something in itself. And Arsenal is giving off that kind of vibe right now, you know. I can see a lot coming from Arsenal, you know, especially, you know, with what Arteta is doing. I think they should put a little bit, they can put a lot of trust in Arteta, because as I'm saying, he's doing the impossible, competing with Pep. You know, he's competing with Klopp, yet alone competing with Pep, you know. So that alone in itself is a great job alone. Where can we see improvement in the Arsenal team? Wow, that's it. That's an interesting question. Improvement. There's always room for improvement, you know. But right now I can't even pinpoint where we need any form of improvement. You know, we just gotta continue winning games, you know, showing the haters that, I mean, we can do it, you know. A lot of eyes are off Arsenal right now. The main focus is mostly on Liverpool and Arsenal. And what I want to talk about is that the amount of hate that Arsenal have gotten for last season. A lot of people saying they bottled it, you know. Look, Liverpool have done it twice, and Liverpool haven't got the amount of hate that Arsenal have gotten, you know. And the way they bottled it, they lost by 1 point. Nothing gonna hurt harder than that, you know. You have been doing so good, you know, throughout the entire season. Then it come down to the finals where, you know, you only lost by 1 point. Wow. But I don't think that Arsenal had bottled it last year. It's just that Manchester City is just a hard team to have a run up against, you know. They finished with, I think, 88 points, and we had finished with 85 points. In any other year, take out Pep out of that would have been Arsenal season. So playing against Manchester City and Liverpool, it's almost like you have to be perfect. You know, you have to have almost have a perfect season just to win this Premier League right now. You know, because to be honest, to win the Premier League, you have to get at least 90 points, at least 9, and that's still not a guarantee with Manchester City in the league. You know, you can get 90 points and Manchester City still take it away. Remember the season when Liverpool had won it with 98 points, and I think 97 points, and Manchester City had won it with 98 points. What a year that was. I mean, what league, you know, stuff like that happen? And that's what make the Premier League so interesting. You can finish with 97 points and still not win the league. There was another year when time Liverpool won with 91 points and Manchester City won with 92 points, and it still wasn't enough for Liverpool. So we're gonna close off now. Yeah, I strongly agree that if Arsenal win all the remainder of their games, they will win the league. I would like things to go our way with the Liverpool Manchester City. We'd like to see we'd love to see a draw in that game. You know, I'd love to see a draw. Or what would be even best? Yeah, I mean, I think draw would be the best outcome, because on goal difference, you know, we'd still be on top if or when we win our game at Brentford this weekend. And going to City, you know, we have to just hope that we beat them. And as I said, this is the time for us to beat them. But have a great day, you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.